Welcome to Rehoboth Children's Home. We have some visitors coming through right now. This is the main front area where all of the residents come in and out. It's lunchtime and some of the students are back from school. But as I approach the Resource Center, here's the first needs assessment issue. There's almost always a lock on this door, and so kids' access to the Resource Center is an issue. Okay, now we're inside the Resource Center. Leah has asked me to say something else about the lock. Access is an issue, but in general, the reason for access being an issue is that books are so valuable here. And you'll see here, a note, please read, but check out book with name and number at the office. And you'll see here, some of these books are from, let's see, some of these books are from Cox. Let's find out which ones. Oh, my helper. Hi, Leah.
Hello, class.
So
each book is marked with a stamp and a number. If found, please return. Because these are great books that came from Cox High School class last year. Sometimes they have a note in them. This is a very popular series. Some of the girls are reading one book per night. They're so interested in it.
What series is this?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with it.
A series of unfortunate events. The 9th book by Lemony Snicket.
It's very personalized sometimes with notes.
Here's one of the ones that came last year. This is from Kate Hudgens. It says, this book is one of my absolute favorites about a young girl, Hollis, and her quest to find the perfect family where she truly belongs. It's a very emotional story, and I'm sure you'll enjoy reading it. This looks like a good book for kids living at a center related to family. So last year, I think the class did a good job of selecting books that relate to the children's experiences here. Leah, how many residents live here?
Currently we have about 43 residents, half female, half male. This resource center that we're in is in the grounds where the girls' house is. So I think more females come and use the center more than the males and choose from the books. But we've had the males come in and they've tend to gravitated more toward graphic novels, and I'm not quite sure what else. I think we should ask the males later because I have a better understanding of what the girls like to read. I see them because my office is also in the girls' house. But it's very inspiring for them when they come into this room to see all of these new books and know that a classroom and a group of youth in the United States went through the effort of preparing and sending them.
What age group are the residents here?
The residents range in ages from age 8 to age 22, 21. They leave the center right after they finish college, which is typically age 20 or 21 in the Philippines.
And it looks like we have a lot of books, but which books are used most often?
The general reading books, the fiction books.
What books do we have over here?
These are textbooks that were donated over the years from sponsors that are based in the UK or book organizations here in the Philippines. Mainly textbooks. They were once organized by subject.
Let's look at a sample. Do these get used very often?
I'd say the ones that are used more often are the ones that are easier to search, such as math books, home ec books.
This is a book from 1991, an economics textbook. A lot of these textbooks are 15, 20 years old, and they don't get a lot of use, I don't think.
I think the main use is when they can go to the back and look up a definition in the dictionary, and then have a section where they can find out more of an explanation. In the Philippines, students are not issued textbooks in classrooms. They're issued, or they're told to go photocopy text. And their texts rarely have pictures. So it's very hard for them, especially in science, to visualize what they're learning.
How many people use this resource center every day?
Every day?
On average?
Average? Maybe 5? Average per day?
Okay, 5 out of 50, 43, okay. And these over here, these are younger kids' books?
Yeah, all of these
books.
in the baskets are fiction and some non-fiction, science books. But medium storybooks, assorted reading books. And the young children like to come in here and sit on the chairs and lay on we have some straw mats. And sometimes they'll build forts and they play and read books.
Okay, this concludes our tour of the Resource Center. Thank you, Cox High School. Good job. These are great. All these books right in here, these are new books from you all, and they're getting quite a bit of use by the older female residents of the center right now.
I'd say age 16 and up.
Yeah, 16 and up. Great.
Yay.
Thank you, Cox High School. You're great. Okay, this concludes our tour. I'm putting the lock back on. And like Leah said, this is the girls' house where about half the residents live, and then across the street is the boys' house. This morning you were up at Rehoboth Children's Home. Now you're down at the Tarlac College of Agriculture where I volunteer. This is the integrated library, and this is where we keep the collection of books that's used, I guess, three days a week, where the practice teachers here at the college tutor the residents at Rehoboth. So I'm going to have to be quiet as we walk inside, but I will talk to you a little bit about how this collection got started when I get up there. This is a relatively new library, but this area up here has been cleared out because termites have been eating the floor. Eventually the floor will be replaced, and this will become the center for all of the supplies for teaching during the literacy program. As you can see here, there's a very small collection of books, but they're being well used every week. Let's see what we have here. I don't know what these books are. These look like new books. These are some of the books that came in last year, and you'll see that a lot of them are children's books, children's picture books, because a lot of the kids that come from the center here to be tutored are early emergent readers or beginning readers. We got a bunch of Caldecott winter books that we brought over. We can always use more though. The kids go right through them every semester. We also have teaching supplies that we try to keep up to date with for the practice teachers to use in their tutoring lessons. I don't know I thought we had more books than this. This is the beginning of the second semester, and there should be more books than this, but maybe Nancy, who's the project leader, has taken some of the books to her class. Anyhow, this is the integrated library, and this is where the tutoring sessions happen each week. Okay, here's the remainder of the collection I found down below the resource area, and I want to just show you some of the more popular books. Here's a book that's been marked as an emergent reader book with an E, and inside it's just a great visual experience for the kids. And for learners that like to see things change, these books have a lot to offer. Generally, books that have a lot of images